Welcome, Mother's Land community. Please hit the subscribe button and like and share. Thank you very much.
Hey, Mother's Land community, this is Matthew and Tanya. We've been telling you that we were going to do some type of a video regarding the high tunnel. And so we thought, let's just go ahead and fast forward this video and talk over it to let you give you some updates on what we've been doing. So we knew that we wanted to extend our growing season. And I want to give a shout out to my cousin Diane, who works at Tennessee State University. She put us in touch with the Natural Resources Conservation Service, which is a part of the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Uh, we went to our local area office. They came out, looked at the land, gave us a suggestion as to where we could put the high tunnel, and then went through the process for us. And it took a few months for us to get the approval, and then it took several more months for us to get the go ahead. And what they are paying for, they paid, they're paying for the high tunnel, they're paying for irrigation pipeline and an irrigation system, and they're also paying for cover crop that we've already done a video on. So we just wanted to show you guys what we have out here. We also had to do a water analysis report. Can you think of anything else, Matthew? I can't think of anything else, but it did take a little while. What they did, they gave us half of the money ahead of time for us to get the project started. And then after we finish all of their requirements, they'll come out and inspect everything and they will give us or approve for us to have the other half of the money.
Now, tell us about why we're doing our own in walls. Tell us
So,
about that.
okay, guys, so I wanted to save some money.
Well,
And I know that my husband is can do all things with the help of the Lord.
oh Lord.
And so and so I went ahead and purchased a relatively inexpensive high tunnel where we had to construct our own in walls. You can buy high tunnels with the in walls that come with the in walls are made out of metal, already pre-measured with the nuts and bolts and everything. But we didn't do that for cost reasons. So
All right. Cost reasons. So, of course, I had no idea that I had to build in walls until it was time to build in walls. So, with that being said, what we're doing here, we're working on the rear end wall. And the thing about these high tunnels with this particular kind, as you heard, that you have to build your own walls. Now, the thing about this is that all of the metal, the beams that I get, you can't call them rafters. I can't remember the
the
technical term.
overhead beams,
The overhead beams, those when you put your plastic on, it will be separate from your end wall and
plastic. Yeah.
from your end wall plastic. A good reason for that would be because if you had to replace any of your lumber or do anything to that section, you will not be compromising your part that's covering your actual plants and the main part of the high tunnel. So we're using some pressure treated lumber, mainly all of the lumber that's going to be touching the ground. Uh, and also we're also using some lumber that comes straight from our sawmill. All of the beams and everything that are above ground. And there's a vent. These things get very hot, and the plan is to have the vent connected to a thermostat so that when it does reach a certain temperature, the vents will open. This hot,
Y'all, he said my vents are too big. You all please
yes,
comment and tell me if you think the vents are too big.
they're they're
Okay.
they're too much. They could be at least half that size. But anyway, so now this high tunnel does have roll up sides, meaning that you can also roll up the sides when it's extremely hot. And when we do that, we plan on having some screen going along the entire side from the front to the back, just to help keep birds from flying in, insects, stuff like that. Uh, and also, brackets are needed. Now, this was the tricky part because I was not sure what to use to attach to the beams. So what I did, I just shopped around. I did find some brackets that would have been perfect from a company. I can't remember who they were. They were perfect, but they were just a little bit too expensive.
Too pricey.
So what I did find, uh, at one of the local hardware stores are some conduit brackets, about to run out of time, about 5¼ inch, and they work perfect. And you see, we got the door up, and the end wall is pretty much complete, and that's it for now. Thank
Thank
you.
you guys for subscribing.